Hey, what's going on, family? Today we're going to talk about Trump Media. Yeah, you know that stock that recently went public. Here it is right here. Trump Media and Technology Group. DJT is the stock or the ticker symbol. Look at the title of the CNBC article. They are going in on this stock. Is it validated? Is it justified? Because they're trying to say that Trump Media is the most expensive U.S. stock to short by far. Meaning that if you're trying to make bank, if you're trying to make some bread, this is probably the easiest play to do it by shorting the stock. Really? Let's go on and see what this article has to say further. Trump Media, which began being publicly traded last week, is now far and away the most expensive stock to sell short. Most expensive stock to sell short. According to S3 Partners, a leading financial data marketplace platform, investors who wanted to borrow Trump Media shares to sell them short on Wednesday would have to pay financing costs between $750 and 900%. That there will put your wallet on pause, make you pump the brakes, because in order for you to get the stock to sell it short, you would have to finance it 750 to 900%. So how can you possibly even recoup those expenses? You would literally have to look for the stock to go all the way down to maybe like $10 or even lower. 750% to 900% just to finance the stock of the price of the stock annually, said Ihoa Devinsky, managing director of predictive analytics at S3 Partners. Meanwhile, existing short positions in Trump Media are paying a cost of 565% annually. This is how we all need to recognize and see how the game is being played and rigged. If you wanted to really hurt short sellers, to make them not want to put on a short bet, like maybe with AMC or GameStop back in the day, maybe they should have increased the financing costs on these stocks. But GameStop and AMC, they wasn't trading around $45 when the short squeeze happened. They was trading below that number. So maybe this is reasonable to try to come in and short a relatively new stock and have financing costs of 750 to 900% or 565%. Maybe that's reasonable for a brand new stock that hits the street, because they already know that people, their eyes glow. They get massive when they see a particular company like Trump Media losing money. I did a video recently saying that they lost like $50 million, only made like $3 million. Like they're burning cash. And from the SEC filings, there's a lot of things that can occur in Trump Media that can hurt and damage the stock. People know this. People see this. So in order for them to try to quell the mass dash to short this stock, they're creating the financing costs to these astronomical levels. You need a lot of cash and guts to short Trump Media stock right now. That's the first sentence that this article talks about, that the article goes into. You got to have a lot of money. Like I told you, that's how they're able to keep people at bay. Trump Media, which began being publicly traded last week, is now far and away the most expensive U.S. stock to sell short. Meaning, don't try to short it. Don't try to sell it because it's too expensive. The financing cost is too high, according to S3 Partners, a leading financial data marketplace platform. Now, once more SEC filings come out, once Trump Media do their earnings calls, and you can see the numbers being dismal, it needs to be a natural reaction to people wanting to sell the stock. Once that happens, then you'll see these financing costs go down dramatically. Because when nobody want to hold the stock, they're losing money. the natural way, off of negative press, off of negative news, off of negative earning reports. People wouldn't want to hold the stock if they continue to show that Trump media is not making any money. But plenty of people are still willing to pay those steep costs based on their belief that Trump media share price is bound to fall dramatically from its Wednesday closing of $48.81. Here it is right now, $46, well, $45.80 in the pre-market. Dramatically. We're already looking for the price in Trump media to go down. Already. Charts don't lie. But those people with the cash, with the bank, they're the one that's putting all these bets. Investors who wanted to borrow Trump media shares to sell them short on Wednesday will have to pay annual financing costs between 750 and 900%. That means a short seller of the DJT ticker who took a position Wednesday will have to pay costs of between $1 and $1.22 per day to the lenders, the one who are lending out these shares to sell short. To break even on a new trade after 1 month, the short seller will have to see the share price of Trump media drop by more than $30. Here it is now, 45, 46. Need 15 more dollars in order for this market to, at least for them to break even. So they need it to fall well below $30 in order for them to make bank. You don't think that they done their research though? If they're willing to take on the financing costs and they can't break even until the price runs down to $30, they've done their research if they're trying to short the stock. Because these financing costs of 750 to 900%, that's on an annual basis. And what the money that they got, trust me, they're not hurting for cash. They can sit on this short stock, on their short positions for a long period of time. That could be a tough position to be in, given the fact that many of Trump media shareholders are individual investors motivated to buy the stock by their support for Donald, the company's majority shareholder and the highest profile user of his Truth Social app. He's the only one using this app right here. He is the highest one. Can he bring advertisers over to the social media app? Will the user base continue to grow in Truth Social? Because if you're only seeing a small segment of individuals going over to Truth Social, then the limit on how much money the business can make is capped. They would have to do something to try to enlarge the market. Maybe they don't want to. If they don't, then the people who are already trying to short the stock wouldn't have to worry about motivating investors. Because one thing that keeps people motivated is them losing money. I don't care if they're backing Trump, whatever. If they see their own account going down, they'll say, all right, Trump, I'm out. If you don't think Trump would do the same thing to them, you're crazy. Because in the grand scheme of things, it's all about simply making money. You're in it for yourself when you're looking at stocks, period. You have to find another way to support Trump then. Because once you see your account down 50, 60%, you may feel a different type of way with Trump then. Just saying. So here is our current price prediction though. I'm still looking for the market to go down. Nothing has changed. You guys can see that we may see a small bounce. I would say in between like $36.50 to like $31. I think that would be a small opportunity for the buyers to try to come into the market in Trump media and try to support it. But in the grand scheme of things, let's look at this on the weekly chart. That's the weekly chart right there. Okay. We got a lot of people who, if the market was to break this area, would sell. So right now, with the price being at 45, almost $46, there's a couple of people already sweating because they're sitting right there in that circle that I've created, and they're like, oh, price is coming down. Do I buy more or do I need to sell if I'm sitting at a profit? The faster that price breaks down in Trump media in this stock, the more nervous people would be, the ones who bought the stock. I'm just saying. So we'll see what happens though. Give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.